Hi there! Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Julie DiMatteo from thepaperpixie.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And in today's video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this adorable hinged lid box that holds 4 Hershey's nuggets. Let me show you what the inside looks like. It's got 4 wrapped Hershey's nuggets on the inside. Super cute. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting with a 6" by 6" piece of Petal Garden Designer Series paper. Beautiful mix of colors. And the first thing we're going to do is cut off 2 inches. We're going to set this piece off to the side and come back to it. And then we're going to cut off just 1/8 of an inch. So we want this to measure 4 inches by 5 7/8. So that's the only scrap of paper we're going to be left over with, this little sliver of paper. Now, I'm going to do some scoring. So I want to make sure I've got my scoring blade here, and we're going to score at 5/8 of an inch on all 4 sides. Then along the 5 7/8 side, we want to also score at 2 5/8. And then 3 1/4. And that's all the scoring we need to do. Let me set this to the side. And now this piece I'm going to cut to 1 inch, so I'm cutting it in half. And then both of these pieces I'm going to cut at the 3" mark. So we'll be left with 4 pieces that measure 3" by 1 inch. And this is the paper we're going to use to wrap our nuggets. So I'll put those to the side. Now I'm bringing in our scored piece of paper. I know that this will be difficult to see the score lines, but first thing I'm going to do is to fold and burnish on all the score lines. Next, using my paper snips, and it'll be easier to see on this side, I'm going to cut up each of these short score lines, so the vertical score lines that meet up with this long horizontal line. Next, each of these little tabs that I made, I'm going to notch them in slightly, and that will give us a sharp finish to our box. So then you're going to be left with a piece that looks like this. All of our tabs are notched in, and now it's ready to start assembling the box. My glue of choice for this is the multi-purpose glue, although you can use any glue of your preference. And I'm going to doing 1 tab at a time, I'm going to put a light amount of glue, and I'm going to meet up this cut edge with this score line. And that's going to start to give us that sharp corner, the nice finish on the box. Do the same thing on the opposite side. So this is starting to form the base of our hinged lid box. Okay, now, before I go to adhere these tabs, first I want to put a little bit of a finger notch in here, and that is so that it makes it easy for us to open that box. See that little notch there? So I'm going to use the 1/2 inch circle punch, and I'm just eyeballing it in the center there, not quite, maybe 1/3 of the way into the circle, and punch that out. So we have this little notch that'll make it easier to open. And now finally, I can go ahead and glue down the last 2 tabs. All right, so the box is complete. That closes nicely. All right, now let's go ahead and wrap our nuggets. I've got 4 Hershey's nuggets here, and then our 4 strips that measure 3 inch by 1 inch. I'm going to use tear and tape adhesive here, and I'm just putting a strip of tear and tape along the top. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove the backing on all of those. And now we're going to wrap our nuggets, and it's easier if you put the nugget face down, wrap the side that does not have adhesive, and while holding that paper tightly wrapped around, push down the side with adhesive, and then you have a beautifully wrapped nugget. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of those. Okay, we'll place those in the box. Super cute. Okay, now I'm going to tie a ribbon around the box. This is the Whisper White 1/8 inch sheer ribbon. This is beautiful and such a staple. And this just looks really pretty on this box. It's a very easy ribbon to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and tie a bow. Okay, trim off the ends. All right, there's our bow. Now we're going to add a little bit of an embellishment. And I cut out this beautiful flower from the Rose Garden Thinlits die. And it's this intricate flower here, a beautiful little flower for this project. And this was cut out of sweet sugar plum. And then I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. We're going to use the stamp set Tabs for Everything. I love this stamp set. It's got really sweet, small sentiments and shapes. And we're going to use the sentiment Enjoy. Now I'm going to use Rich Razzleberry ink. And we're going to punch that out with our 1/2 inch circle punch. It just fits. And for this, because the flower is pretty intricate, I'm going to put a little bit of the fine tip glue pen just in the center of that flower. You don't need much. And if some glue oozes out, totally fine, because it's going to be hidden underneath the sentiment. And that just fits really nicely on the center of that flower. Then we're going to go ahead and attach that to the front of our box using a Stampin' Dimensional. And I can just hide that right behind the sentiment. And we'll pop that off to the side here. And then the finishing touch will be a teeny tiny pearl. And we'll just put that right underneath the word Enjoy. And there we have a super sweet Hershey's Nugget treat box with a hinged lid. Just a really sweet gift to give to someone. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss my next video tutorial. If you're interested in purchasing any of the products I used in today's video, those links will be in the description. And I'd also love to have you come visit me at thepaperpixie.com, where I post projects every weekday to inspire you. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care. Bye.